Welcome back. It's been a minute. Back to the topic. We're here again. I'm excited because we got so much that's done happened in the past 3, 4 weeks, man. It's been a crazy 3 weeks. Mr. Jalen, how are we today?
I mean, we're blessed, man. We've been on the move. We're back settled down. So
Yeah. So I kind of want to go straight into it and enter some deep waters. You know, Mr. OJ Simpson just passed. Rest in peace to that guy, right?
yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to laugh. We
I
don't
told
have a
you
rundown here, so I didn't know that's where you were starting.
we're going to start right there. How is he looked at? What is his legacy? We already know he's a legend on the football field, but he's so much more popular for reasons outside of football. Um, how should he be looked at?
Well, I'll tell you this. This is how I look at OJ Simpson. He's a great football player,
Hmm.
and off the field, I don't know what to say.
Yeah,
I met the man,
right. It's
but
it's it's such a different conversation because like
that's murky waters. You're treading.
100%.
Right?
But it's like he he obviously was, in the trial of the century, right?
But was
Um,
like he was really like a megastar, though, like superstar for real.
he was a real celebrity.
Yeah,
He was part of the trial of the century for the murder of his wife and what I think was her limo driver. Is that correct?
something like that. I don't know.
Right. And then he obviously got found not guilty. Uh, and a lot of people, regardless of that verdict, a lot of people feel like he still did it.
Very true.
But it was a big racial divide that divided the country. And whether you think he did it or
More than
not,
about the country, I think it just kind of, you know, emphasized some underlying things already.
for sure. But the way that I think the black people cheered when he got announced, that it was like he, ironically, we won the Super Bowl. To see a black man get off.
Yeah,
That's the first time we've ever seen a black person really beat the system, and get away with it. Um, Nonetheless, though, he was one of the best running backs ever.
ever.
2,000 yards in a 14 game season, which is ridiculous. Heisman Trophy winner. He's one of the greatest.
Ever.
Um,
Ever.
but that was rest in peace to him.
Ironically,
Move.
you got the Juice T-shirt up, sweatshirt on.
Now that's ironic. Wow, that was totally not planned. Promise that wasn't planned.
Look
That
at
is,
me.
I promise that's not planned. I don't even know how that came about. Um, that is crazy though.
That's crazy.
That is ridiculous. Honestly, I didn't even think that one through. I didn't think that one through at all. Moving on, man. Moving on. Um, we just wrapped up March Madness. You were there in a couple cities. How
Yeah,
was it?
man. I'll tell you what. Just to be a part of that run that NC State went on.
Hmm.
I wasn't with them in Pittsburgh when they beat Texas Tech or when they beat Oakland
Right.
because I was in Brooklyn with Duke. And but I saw UConn that very first weekend, bro. And I
Hmm.
told everybody that I worked with and everybody that I knew there, I said, I watched them practice for 20 minutes,
Hmm.
bro. I
Hmm.
didn't see nobody smile. I didn't see nobody handshake. I didn't see no high fives. I didn't
Hmm.
see no like they was laser focused, bro. Coach Hurley was walking around with his arms crossed, like no emotions,
Hmm.
locked in on a mission from the very first practice day. And I told everybody, I said, I think they're gonna win the national championship. I don't even think they had music playing, bro. Like they was everybody else got
Yo,
going. Like
practices with no music is some of the hardest practice because you don't have a choice but to focus,
yeah, like
and
you're
it's not
you're locked in, bro. Like
right.
and it's
It's
everybody else trying to make it light and da da da. They trying
yeah,
to back. They trying
yeah,
to do
and at the same time, you can't really have those side conversations with your teammates because you can be heard when there's no music playing. So that's really a time to focus. And I don't think people understand how hard it is to go
Back to back, bro.
like that is like it. We have some legendary coaches that I don't think that have done that before. I don't think Bill Self has done it. I don't know if Roy Williams has done it. I don't know if Coach K has done it, to be honest with you.
It hadn't been done since Billy Donovan. I don't know who did it before that. Probably Dean.
So it's a phenomenal feat, to be honest with you. And I don't know, it's once you do something like that, I feel like it elevates your legacy so much quicker, and you have to be put in certain conversations once you do that. We have to almost put Hurley with the greats, even though he's a young, he hasn't been at UConn that long, but to go back to back, you kind of there's conversations to be had there because
Because I mean, it's only been what 5 years.
and he warned us back. Yeah, he warned us back. He said, "Y'all better win now because we're coming." He stuck to his word, right? And then, like I said, it's just such a difficult thing to do. We don't really see it often, and to do it at UConn as well. This is not North Carolina. This is not Duke, Kentucky, or Kansas.
Well, it is,
This
bro.
is
They've won 6 titles since 1999.
that's true. But when we think of
Titles since 1999, bro.
that's true. That is very true. But I don't. Do we look at UConn the same way we look at
Yeah,
Kentucky,
bro,
North
you have
Carolina?
to, but since we've been alive, they've won the most titles.
That's a great point. It's just like I feel like when they're not winning titles, we don't talk about them.
Well, that's just because of the Big East market. Like, if the Big East is strong, then we're not talking about you.
Right.
But I mean, when Carolina's not good, like last year, well, like not this season that just passed, but the season before, a year when they didn't make the tournament, it's like you're still talking about the ACC. You still got Duke. You still got, and when you talk about Duke, you have to talk about Carolina. So
Exactly.
like,
And that's my thing. Like even if Kentucky's not winning a chip, we're still talking about Kentucky.
I don't know about now.
And that's what I wanted to get at.
But hey,
wow,
real quick, bro, that NC State run was unbelievable, bro. Like, it was to be there from the first day of the ACC tournament in DC all the way to where they finished, unreal. And to watch them play before, like, because I was watching them play. Like,
right.
I always liked DJ Burns. I was like, okay, like Horn's nice, but like they needed something else to spark, and they found in those little pieces to spark.
They weren't gonna make the tournament if they didn't win the ACC championship, right?
Yep. And they played on Tuesday, bro. Had to play 5 games in 5 nights.
No, that's it. That's
on Monday, bro. On Monday, they was talking about like who's gonna be the next coach because Coach Keys was getting fired.
So did he officially save his job?
Bro, after he won the ACC tournament, he got a 2-year extension. In his contract, is built in. You get a 2-year extension and $7 million.
Oh wow! Just for winning the ACC tournament?
Yeah.
Hey man, who's his agent? That's a great.
And
is that a common practice for every coach?
Yeah, usually for coaches, like if you win the conference tournament, there's incentives.
Okay.
But he just happened to be literally on Monday about to get fired. They played Tuesday. Oh, they figured, okay, they'll beat Louisville and then lose the next round of Syracuse. No, they kept it rolling, and boy, oh boy, he ended up on Saturday night. He said, "Wow, $7 million and 2 more years. Gotta have it."
I mean, he just changed his life in 24 hours.
Get in, and then every round he got an incentive. Every round.
Wow. And I mean, that was a hell of a run, especially to get all the way to the Final Four. I don't think anybody expected them to make it that far, to be honest with you. Who were the 2 guys on UConn that were supposed to be going to the league? I wasn't sure.
Clingan and Newton, I believe.
Okay. They had a phenomenal game plan against Edey, Mr. Edey.
Purdue UConn got dogs, bro.
Yeah.
Like
their coach is a dog himself.
Bro, like that's what people understand. Like a lot of people like, oh, I don't like that here. I'm like, oh, it's because you don't really understand.
Yeah, he's one of those guys. He's one of those guys for sure. Speaking on Zach Edey, where do you see him in the future? I mean, bro, he back-to-back player of the year.
Yeah, if he like watching him play against UConn, like he was really bullied. I mean, how many points he had? Like 36, 37.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And
I
it
mean,
wasn't his first one of the tournament either.
exactly. He went for 37 on NC State. So it's like
And Tennessee, what he had
40 and 20.
something crazy.
But like the way he was like, boom, bodying them.
Right.
And then just dunking that thing, I was like, sheesh.
But where do we see him moving forward?
If he could do that in the league, like if he could body guys like that, but they say he like 320 though.
It's just the league is so agile, so much agility in the league.
Yeah, bro. But if you could just catch one step, one dribble, power dribble, boom, and dunk, because that's all he was doing, bro. One catch, power dribble, boom.
Can he?
But
you think
he struggled with the double team though. He did struggle with the double team.
But also, like the league has those big guys, you know, the Zubacs, the Brook Lopez's, Giannis, Anthony Davis, those guys. And
He's like 7'5" though, bro.
Also, and basketball is just not an offensive game. Like you have to be halfway decent on the defensive end.
That's true, bro.
But like
I mean, Rudy Gobert ain't that good in the pick and roll.
he's not, and that's why I'm a Rudy Gobert hater. Also,
he can defend the rim. Like you're not getting no lays. You're not getting no lays.
You don't think so?
No, you're not getting no lays.
But he can. But we see Wembanyama, right? He's 7'5", but he can slide his feet. He's not a
yeah. That's different though. Like that's
it is. But I'm saying like I think that's obviously what you're looking for.
That's the if you're gonna be 7'4", it's got to look like that. That's what it has to be now.
Nah, that's not the standard. Of course, he's obviously an alien. But I'm not even talking about how much of an alien he is, but just the way that he's able to slide his feet, and you know, he's a much smaller guy in weight than Edie is, and obviously he's a little more agile. And it's not just Wemby. There's a couple guys that can slide their feet on the defensive end, and the ones that can't are a liability on defense, like you said, Rudy Gobert, Zubac as well. But you got like even like guys like Mason Plumlee, you know, he's able to slide his feet and at least stay in front of somebody. But it's hard to tell what he'll be because college is such a different version of basketball. You know, it's some you can be almost ass in college and damn near be a star in the league just because your game might translate differently.
Depending on what
and vice versa. Staying with the men's basketball side, John Calipari out at UK. Honestly, I never thought I'd see the day.
Me neither.
Died
there just because they felt like they went together, hand in hand.
Bro, he had a lifetime contract. I've never heard of that until John Calipari signed it. A lifetime contract. What he's done for that university, it can't be overstated, I should say. Because like Kentucky was always, you know, one of the big schools, but when Calipari got there, man, just he sent the players that came there and went to the league.
Right.
Like it can't even be debated. You know what I'm saying? Kentucky is miles ahead of any other school, including Duke, UNC,
all of them,
and Kansas and UConn. And he
producing pro talent for sure,
bro. And he's not just producing pro talent; he's producing superstars. You know what I'm saying? Anthony Davis, Devin Booker, Shea, Jamal Murray, DeMarcus Cousins, John Wall. Like the list is very long.
And then very good players too.
Very amazing. Do you?
Eric Bledsoe, very good player.
Man, would you say that Calipari didn't meet his expectations at Kentucky? Do you think he, in a way, failed? He only had one championship.
Won one chip, and what? How many Final Fours? 3, maybe.
It's not a lot for the talent that he had.
That's true, but I think the system that he brought and the whole game plan and the whole we're gonna get the best kids, always give ourselves the best chance.
Mm-hmm.
Always gonna have the names to draw into the seats and make the money.
Mm-hmm.
get the kids out so the new kids want to come in and the new as they leave, they're not just leaving and going to Europe, they're going to the league.
Right.
Like lottery picks.
I think
that whole money making system got kind of old on the people that were paying the money in Kentucky.
Yeah. And I think for Calipari, obviously he's dealing with a new team every year. He's dealing with 7 or 8 new guys every year where we have these other teams.
That's just college basketball now, bro. Like that's just
it is for some schools and it isn't for others. Like some of these schools have guys that stay 2, 3, 4 years.
I mean, even like a school like UNCG, bro, their roster was a lot different this year than it was last year.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Just because of the portal. Like their best player came out the portal, Michael Brown Jones, and he gone again. But he came in, he was dropping 40 balls. Like this is how it go.
I think
it's wild out here, bro. It's wild.
It is that, and that whole Kentucky thing would look to be getting a little bit toxic. And at some point with the boosters, in the NIL.
Arkansas has some interesting things going on. Did you ever research that? I told you to. I don't know if you did.
I did not. What
You gotta research first, then we'll talk about it.
Hey, they have a very interesting the Woo Pig Sooie thing. I think is very interesting and very.
But it's apparently like one of their main boosters is some super. I think Tyson Foods or something like that. Like so, one of them guys, super rich billionaire guys. That's John Calipari friend. He their biggest booster. So.
And Calipari happened to take some shots in his press conference or his press release.
He always taking shots, bro. He's very nice.
What did he say? Yeah, we're gonna have NIL available, and I'm not gonna have to do it myself like I did at Kentucky. Somewhere along the lines of that, quite a shot. But it's like I don't think you can find an equal for Calipari at Kentucky. Because he's probably the greatest recruiter we've seen since Nick Saban.
Yeah.
He gets whoever he wants to his school, and yes, he didn't win all those championships, but obviously the recruitment was there, the talent was there, and I don't even know where, as a school, where do you go after Calipari? Hurley said he's not leaving. Obviously, Coach K, Roy Williams, all those guys are gone. Bill Self is still at Kansas. There's a couple guys floating around, but it's like, who's next? How do you replace that? This Nick Saban. You can't.
It's tough. We say it's always hard to be the guy after the guy. No one wants to be the guy after the guy.
And I think fans, like, when they run coaches out of these towns, they don't realize how bad it can get.
Spooky, man.
It gets very bad. And like you might be tired of him, but you don't know what's next. You don't know what's to come. Like it gets very bad after that. But I think it was a great move that he stayed in the SEC just so he could play Kentucky twice a year.
And it's personal, and he gonna get booed like crazy, but
he's gonna get his look back. That's all he's looking forward to, get his look back. Let's move along to the women's side. Oh man, good basketball was played over there. Some real good basketball.
It was crazy, man.
We had the matchups that we wanted.
Yeah, we did.
And I think that's the difference between the men's and the women's basketball side. Like, obviously, on the men's side, you still have those Cinderella stories, right? Yeah. Like you just said about NC State, you never know who it's going to be. On that women's side, you're getting 1 versus 1 or 1 versus 2 or 2 versus 3. The best players and the best teams are going to the Final Fours. Their Final Four is much more predictable than the men's side is. And we love those. We love them both for for those specific reasons, because we're going to see Clark versus and then we're going to see that Cinderella matchup on the men's side, whoever it is, the underdog. But we saw Caitlin Clark versus LSU. We got to see her versus UConn, and then we saw her against South Carolina. She had a phenomenal run, man. That's one of the best runs through tournament history that we've probably seen.
On either side, bro.
Yeah, and she's just amazing. She's been getting a lot of hate though. What is this about? The she has a lot of haters waiting for her in the WNBA.
And see, the WNBA is very unique, right? It's not like the NBA. The
It's
NBA
not.
it gets you out. NBA gets you gone. WNBA they stick around, bro. They've
They
been in
stick around. And
35.
one,
They've been in there year 13. Like, yeah, we've been kicking little girls up out of here. Like
yeah,
all these number one picks, they keep coming through. Yeah, we sending them home. Like,
yeah, and it's like I feel like the NBA is like welcoming of the young players. Like,
well, it's more teams, bro. So it's more roster spots.
but like nobody was hating on Zion coming into the league, not like from a player's
They
point,
knew he was going to New Orleans, and there was no star in New Orleans. Like
right? But we
every,
don't have,
every WNBA team has a star, bro. Like
bro. Imagine LeBron saying what Diana Taurasi said about Wembanyama. It's a bad look, brother.
it is a
Like
bad look.
why
It's
do
a
you
bad
have,
look. It's a bad look, bro.
bro? Why do you have beef with a lady who's not even in the WNBA at the moment? Why are you already hating on her?
Because she taking one of your friend's spots.
That is crazy to me. And it's like she's gonna do so much for the WNBA. She's literally gonna move your game forward.
That
She's
was
gonna push. She's gonna push your sport, and you're hating.
she's a documented hater though. It's a documented.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Women's biggest haters are women. That's always been the case.
Hey, we're not gonna be that. We're not gonna be that pot.
We're not, but like ladies, let's WNBA. I'm not even gonna say ladies. Diana Taurasi, what are we
Diana
doing?
Taurasi,
I'm
cut
gonna just
that
say
out.
by name. I'm not even gonna generalize y'all. Diana Taurasi, that's lame. That was corny. Caitlin Clark hasn't even said nothing about you or to you for you to
Right,
be acting
or
like that.
injuries. But you heard how she talked. She was talking about injuries too.
What did she say?
She's talking about some. We'll see. Talking about some. We'll see what a game look like, or something like that when we get to the. Because they was talking about she's a good player. You say we'll see what a game look like when she get something like that.
Angel Reese. How do you feel about her game?
She needs a mid range jumper.
Man, she definitely needs some moves or something that she can go to.
She needs a jumper. If she get a
Um,
jumper, then she'll be really good. Like really, really good.
no, I do think she has the potential. But she's definitely gonna have to have a move or a set of moves that she can go to.
And she got post moves. She just need a jumper, bro. Like, but now it makes more sense why Shaq fuck with her so much because she's really like just down there, like, and she's not as outrageously big as Shaq was amongst the NBA, but like compared to a lot of them girls out there, bro, she's Shaq. Like,
She's only 6'3", bro.
even in D1 girls, bro, they got like 5'5", 5'6" out there. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's true. That's true. So there was a conversation, right? Caitlin Clark, where she ranks amongst or even women in basketball ever. And a lot of people wanted to put her in that top five, right? But others were saying she did not have a ring.
But see, the thing is, on that lady side, like you said, it's very predictable. So a lot of them ladies, they was like running them chips. You know what I'm saying?
Breonna Stewart, she was
Bro,
three.
ran four. Like Maya Moore got 3. You know what I'm saying? I believe Cheryl Swoops got.
Cheryl Miller.
I know Cheryl Miller got 1. I know Lisa Leslie got at least 1.
Candace Parker.
Candace Parker got 2, if I'm not mistaken.
Can you put her top 5? Because I mean,
obviously, Sue Bird, they got chips. Like
also, can you put her top 5 though? Without rings, she has every record. She has the points.
That's the crazy thing though. Like that, like having every record.
Yeah. These are NCAA records too.
Pretty much everybody we named except for Cheryl Miller and probably Cheryl Swoops didn't have a 3-point line. I'm not sure about that. Swoops probably had a 3-point line in college.
Mm-hmm.
But like, so it's not even to say like, oh, she got a 3-pointer. So it's not like that different. The game is different, but a lot of those were bigger players. She's a guard. Like, she really was. She was letting that thing go.
She's special for sure.
Letting that thing go.
But like,
She's in top 10 though. No questions.
She is top 10, but
she might be just because of lack of chips. She might be 5, 6, 7.
Like yeah, because like Breanna Stewart, bro, her resume, her come on, bro.
And 4 outstanding players in the tournament. 4 chips.
What does she have? 3 player of the years, right? 2 or 3 player of the years as well.
I think it's 4, bro.
Bro, it might be, but like, how is that possible? You know what I'm saying?
Everything that happened that year ran through Breanna Stewart, like.
Bro, my goodness. And then also Maya Moore.
And then also Miller, bro. Like those Maya Moore, that's 3 right there.
Yeah.
They all got rings.
You know who? Simone Augustus. Oh my goodness. Ivory Latta.
Come on, bro.
I love Ivory Latta, man. Shout out to Ivory Latta. She's Lindsey Harding. I'm going deep in my bag now, bro.
That was my baby. Hey, I had the biggest crush on Lindsey Harding, bro.
Ivory Latta, man. Ivory Latta, Lindsey Harding, like Diamond DeShields.
Huh. Real deal.
Yeah. It's just like it's so many great women.
I think you gotta never mind, keep going. There's so many great women hoopers.
There's so many great women. Even recently too, like Aaliyah Boston. She was great. So it's like,
hey, honestly, bro, I don't know if she's better than Paige.
Hey, Paige is special. I think I like her game a little bit better than Caitlin's. Caitlin is more fun to watch, but Paige just does everything, really man. Yeah, Caitlin, like I said, she's phenomenal to watch. I think Paige just she does everything, man. Like, you know, she scores at all 3 levels. Caitlin, you pretty much gonna lay up her 3.
Juju.
Yeah, Juju as well. She's
right now. That's the 3.
Yeah, Juju's gonna be. I think she's gonna be amazing in the next couple of years. She has a chance to be one of the best coming up. Dawn Staley, man.
Big boss, Dawn Staley.
That's her second one?
Yeah.
And then she's really done it all from player to coach. You know what I'm saying? Like she's really accomplished she's just accomplished basketball, you know.
Basketball.
The Steve Kerr trope, pretty much. You know what I'm saying?
She was way colder.
Yeah, no, she was an amazing player. And then because a lot of times we never see these amazing players be amazing coaches.
She got the formula.
Yeah, you can't be both. You can't be LeBron James and then Phil Jackson. It doesn't work.
Crazy.
You can't be both of them. You know what I'm saying? Like you were a decent player, great coach, or you're a great player and a horrible coach. And I don't know what it is about that, but for her, obviously, it worked out because she was a great player and she's a great coach now. And I think she's starting to climb up in those rankings of women coaches that we're talking about.
See, bro, it's so crazy, bro. Gino got that bar so high.
I mean, it's he has it at an unreachable height, you know.
11 chips.
That is mind-boggling, man. Honestly,
yeah, folks really don't understand just because they've been down the last couple of years, just due to injury. Like they've had so many injuries, and they had 6 girls in sweatsuits this year and still made it to the Final Four, made it to the championship. Well, they lost, made it to the Final Four.
When we talk about coaches across all sports,
all time, bro.
Across all sports, he might be number 1.
11 chips.
And just the talent he's produced as well.
So 11 chips and probably what? 20 Final Fours?
Yo, do you remember that period where he was like for like 6 to 8 years? It was just UConn and nobody else.
100 and some games in a row, 108, 100.
Dog, I'm glad that's
Stewart. They won 4 straight chips.
Yeah. I'm glad that's not the case anymore, and there's a little more variety and a little more who's going to win it this year.
I think they won 3, lost, and then won 4.
Dog, he can't. And even this year, like they had a ton of injuries, bro. They had 4 or 5 injuries to star players on their team.
6 players in sweatsuits, bro, in that Final Four game, bro.
And he was able to take them to the Final Four.
They was playing with 7 girls.
He's not. He. Like I said, he's one of those guys you can't overstate his greatness because he's been that great. Um, no, but the what do you think about Haley Van Lith entering the transfer portal again, man?
Yeah, God bless
Hey,
her. Hopefully she
hey,
lands.
yeah. Sometimes you just don't need to be a part of something, I thought she was great at Louisville.
Yeah,
She did her interview and she was like, I watched the championship game last year and I wanted to be a part of that. And I was like, I understand, but you could go anywhere else and still be a star. To see her play this year compared to last year,
yeah, man.
it was
That was
it
rough.
was bad, bro. She scoring 20 a game last year. Now it's down to 10. Her role is just lessened, and then you had to guard Caitlin Clark. That's not really.
My,
She's no defensive specialist, bro. Let's be honest here,
that was a bad assignment.
man. And it's just like, I mean, you asked for the big stage, right? But this is what comes with the big stage. The big stage is not what you think sometimes. So,
It's not.
um, she's in the transfer portal again. Hopefully, she lands somewhere,
Sure, she'll
where
land. She'll land.
because I want to see her scoring 20 points a game again
Yeah.
next year. Um,
People out there in that portal, man. That portal is wicked, bro.
and I don't know, it's the girls' game is going to look a lot different next year. No Caitlin Clark, no injuries. Um, it's hard to tell. Is Cardoso going as well?
Yeah,
Cameron Brink as well?
yeah.
Paige?
No.
Okay, so I mean those are probably your top four out of the six.
Girls in South Carolina, you already seen them playing. That's going to be starting next year. So
Yeah,
you know how they
they
was
they no,
they
they're
was
rebuild.
8, 9 women this year. So
They're rebuilding for sure, but I think it's just
oh, they
gonna.
no rebuild, bro. They're just plugging in. They're sliding folks over, bro. They already got them. And they bring them in, and you'll play 8 to 10 minutes a game. You'll be number 8, 9, 7, 8, 9 off the bench, and you know what I'm saying. The next year comes, the next girl graduate, and now we plug you in, and now you're getting 16, 28 minutes a game. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And I thought
and that,
Dawn,
Dawn got the formula, but she got the formula. She got the rest.
she absolutely does. Um, let's talk about the NBA, man. Playoffs are coming up. We're getting some premier matchups, brother. We're getting some premier matchups. Luca versus the Clippers. You know it's smoke there.
You know it is.
You know it's big time
You put in
smoke.
work every time.
I think that's just going to be phenomenal. Who do you think should win the MVP?
Personally, I like the body of work Shay's put together.
I think for me it's between Shea and Luca.
Yeah, Luca's really come on strong. He had missed a good amount of games, and even when he missed games, Kyrie was able to right the ship. So that kind of lets me know that it is as it is perceived a two-man, two-headed monster when it comes to that team. So I like
30,
to look at team. Yeah, score check though
34,
for sure.
10. Yeah, 34, 10, and 9. Those are numbers,
That's
man. At fifth,
crazy.
yeah,
It's a crazy
fifth,
number.
fifth seed in the West. Um, I think it should only be between Shea and Luca. Nobody else, to be honest. Joker's had a great year as well.
I'll
Um,
say you don't think
I'm,
Joker or Ant Man? I mean, Ant Man really kind of fell off these last couple weeks.
man. So Ant-Man, I was having a conversation. Somebody asked me the question: is Anthony Edwards better than Jalen Brown?
Ooh, I gotta say yes, bro.
Why?
Well, I don't know. I think he's in a position to where he's able to display
Hmm.
his full potential and what he is because there's not really somebody else that's ball dominant that needs shots on that team. I mean, Cat needs
Hmm.
shots, but he's not ball dominant.
Hmm.
Conley, Mike Conley's going to facilitate into what whatever's best for the team. So, and I think that with JB and J is more a you go, I go, you go, I go, because we both have to have the ball and kind of get off like that to some extent. It limits what JB's able to do. But
yeah, and I think
what is on the court and what I've seen on the court, yeah, I got to say Ant-Man's better just because he's shown he's able to carry that full responsibility.
I think Ant-Man has that wow factor, right?
He got that wow too now.
He definitely does, but like we saw Ant-Man score 57?
Yeah.
We saw him score or 51, 51 points. And that he's having a great year, right? But like it's not so great that it's just such an easy answer to that question. Because he's averaging 26 points a game, which is amazing. Jaylen Brown averaged 26 last year, my brother.
That's right.
So a lot of things that I think Ant-Man is doing right now, I think Jaylen Brown has already done them. So I think that's just my thing with the situation. I think it's a really close argument between the two. But Jaylen Brown is an all NBA player also. And Ant-Man is averaging two more shots a game, which when you add it up at the end of the day, that's a lot of shots. Like I said, I think Anthony Edwards. Yeah, I think Anthony Edwards, sky's the limit for him. But like you said, he's in a position where he can, take over the game, get as many shots as he wants to. Like the Celtics have 5 guys that can shoot the ball. So it's a very different dynamic that Jaylen plays with and Anthony Edwards plays with. You still here? You're freezing up, brother.
That's you, my boy. You the one that was walking around.
Oh yeah, okay, we're good. Yeah, but I think I think it's an argument to be had there. Me personally, I think I'm gonna take Jaylen Brown over Ant Edwards because Jaylen Brown can do everything Ant Edwards can do. It's honestly just a matter of preference because they have very similar games. Very similar games. Like they're not too crazy from the three. They like their mid-range shots. They attack the basket well. Yes, they're poster brothers. They like to posterize niggas. So, and then they can lock up on the defensive end. So, like I said, I think it's really just a matter of preference, and a case can be made for both. I don't think it's easy one way or the other. But I think Ant Edwards has had a phenomenal year. And I think he obviously is going to be one of the great ones coming up in the league. But like I said, I think it's just a matter of preference. Who are they? Are they what are they, the 1-2 seed right now? I don't know how far they make it in the playoffs.
So as right now, they're the 2 seeds, so they'll put the winner of the Suns Kings play-in game.
Yo, these are the best 4 play-in teams I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it's really crazy that how these ended up being the 4 play-in teams.
Like, do you want to play Steph, LeBron, or KD?
You know what I'm saying?
Which, you really can't win right there. Steph, LeBron, or KD.
You're in a bad spot regardless.
Me personally, I don't want to see LeBron in the playoffs. The Suns are such a weird team, though, man. Like,
did I tell you this? If the Lakers, well, it doesn't matter. The only place the Lakers don't want to go is up to that 1 seed to see the Nuggets.
Nick Wright made a great point. He said the Lakers should want to play the Nuggets because they're as healthy as they're going to be in the first round of the playoffs. If they beat the Nuggets, there's nobody else in their way.
That is a fact.
That is a great point. So they're going to be, they're not going to be as banged up as they will be in round 2 or 3
Yeah.
if they played them in the first round.
It depends on how. I mean, I guess they are relatively healthy now, though.
Yeah, and it's like you said, if you beat the Nuggets, you're not really concerned with anybody else at that point. Um, I mean, and then you're just saving yourself for more disappointment in the Western Conference Finals if you're running from the Nuggets, pretty much, because that's a very good team they have over there, and I mean,
He's a great player.
yeah, it's very easy to see them running through the West again.
I honestly think Joker's gonna be the MVP, bro. He didn't win it
What was
last
that?
year. They'll give it to him this year, bro, just because he's clearly the most valuable player in the league. Like it's just
It's never been the most valuable player though.
I feel you.
LeBron had a 10-year stretch of being the most valuable player.
That's the truth.
Like Kobe Bryant was the most valuable player at least 5 times.
At least.
And there's so many agendas at hand. But I do think there's a little bit of voters fatigue on Jokic.
Makes no sense to me, bro. I don't understand it. We're watching the game. Are we watching the game or not?
Voters fatigue is so stupid, bro.
Are we watching the game or not? Who's out there doing exactly what they want to do?
That's him.
It's him doing exactly what he wants to do the whole game.
That's him for
If he
sure.
don't want to play defense, he don't. If he don't want to score, he don't. If you want to make sure Jamal Murray scores, he makes sure it happens. Like,
Bro, since we last talked, Jalen Green has been on an absolute tear for the last month and a half.
nonstop.
He's been on an absolute heater. My goodness, man.
On his way to Supermax.
That Supermax is on the way. He's making sure of it.
He's really wilding though, bro.
Bro. I always thought he was good. I never thought he was this good.
40.
I never thought he was multiple 40 points a game good. That I didn't know he had that in his arsenal. Clearly he does. I wanted to also talk about Mr. I think his name is Jonte Porter.
Oh man.
Oh God.
I do believe that's Michael Porter's brother.
Bro, but a thing like this was almost inevitable. Like
bro. It was just who it was gonna be.
Bro, the way that the league is pushing gambling, you have shows, you have NBA games on with combining with DraftKings and FanDuel. You have sponsorships with them, you have partnerships with these guys, you have NBA promotions on these sites. And like it's accessible to anybody.
Anybody.
So and you can make a fortune off of it. And so obviously you can do things that are going to manipulate the game to whatever make your over or under hit, and you're going to get paid off of that. But it's just like my nigga, you're making $1 million. Why do you need to hit for 50,000? You know what I'm saying? You have $1 million, $2 million contract.
Oh man.
I think it's way too tied in with each other. The sports and the game, it has to be.
Like you said, bro, it was inevitable, bro. There was no way this wasn't going to happen. I mean, it's been proven to happen in other sports. Football, it's already happened. Like, I mean,
and in baseball, Mr. Shohei Ohtani.
Oh, we got new developments. I don't know if you saw yesterday.
That nigga's guilty.
So who? Ohtani?
Yes.
Nah, bro. New developments.
What are those new developments?
The interpreter has been indicted on fraud of $16 million. He went in Ohtani's phone, turned off all the bank notifications. Bro.
Hold on.
Wait, bro. They got text messages from the interpreter to the bookie. The interpreter talking about hey, I know you saw the reports. the bookie talking about some. Yeah, I did. No worries. We know it was all just a cover job. No sweat. The interpreter goes, technically, I did steal from him. He said, technically, I did steal from him. It's over for me. Yeah.
So he had access to Shohei's bank.
Bro, he was. They have the bank has recordings of him pretending to be Ohtani on the phone.
Jesus Christ, man! My goodness. Nah, he went crazy.
He went crazy.
He went way too far, bro.
He went crazy, bro.
You supposed to take a little 1,000 here, a little 500 there. What did bro? What did it say that he lost what 18 million, 40 million?
No, bro, no. So his earnings, he won $142 million in bets.
What the? Hey,
wait,
man.
Listen. He lost $180 million in bets, something like that, bro.
So he lost $40 million.
Yes, bro.
Yo, anybody winning hundreds of millions of dollars in bets is somebody you need to look out for. And first of all, hey, that nigga,
we need to call the police on this man.
Hey, where is that brother's Discord? Where is his Discord? I want to join, bro. 140 million?
He's going crazy, bro.
Dog, he was losing his mind.
Losing his mind, bro.
Dog. Wow. And do you think Ohtani had no idea?
Bro, I don't think he really, because think about it, bro. Ohtani's been in the league since what? I think 2016, maybe 2017. I mean, this person's been with him every day since that first day.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You know how much access this person has to him, just like knows how much this person knows about Ohtani just because he's with him every day, all day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, people are saying, like, how could he really do that? I'm like, bro, like, if you really think about it, if you spend every day, all day with somebody, bro, like, except for the maybe month and a half they go home, like back to Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Like, other than that, like, you're with them every day, all day. Like, your access to this person is unlimited, bro.
But I don't know. I'm not a millionaire, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like I would notice 20 millions, 30, 40 million dollars missing. I would notice 1 million missing, my brother.
$16 million in fraud, right? You gotta think about it, bro. Ohtani, his first deal was over $200 million. He just signed another $700 million deal, and he's the number one grossing supermodel in Asia, bro. He's not tripping off $16 million, bro.
That's a crazy thing to say, bro. He's not tripping off 16 million. You're right. I'm not saying you're wrong. It's just an insane thing to say. He's not tripping off 16 million.
And he's looking like, all right, I mean, like, but it wasn't all at one time, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just slowly disappearing out of there. Like,
it's just wow, man.
So I think his name is Ippei Masuhara. That's the interpreter's name, bro.
Mm-hmm.
The school, I think it was Cal State Long Beach or one of them Cal State schools that he said he went to. They said they had no record of him going.
How did he get his job, bro?
He been finessing, bro.
Man, that guy, he's one of the greatest.
He's been finessing.
Hey, we might need to add him to the Ski Mask Hall of Fame, brother. Oh my goodness. Taking
going crazy.
Dog. But how he wasn't obviously lost $40 million, but like he could have lost way more.
He was really hitting.
Yeah, he could have lost 100 million, brother.
He was really hitting the mugs, though.
Yeah, I need a couple of them slips, brother.
Like, he just got too greedy, like how everybody else. He was really hitting.
Wow, that's bad. But I don't know where does Ohtani go from here? Hey, wait, time out. They asked Mike Trout, what is something we should know about Ohtani? They said he speaks more English than you think.
Yeah.
I think personally he's fluent in English. He understands
I
everything.
wouldn't say fluent, but I think he's got a pretty basic and good grasp of the English language.
Yo, like I don't know how baseball contracts work, but I imagine you would invest in some English classes or something for a
The
player.
thing is, like people, like especially with the Japanese and the Asian players, see a lot more the Latin players. They want to lean into the speaking English and trying to show that they can speak English. But the
Mhm.
Asian players, even Ichiro spoke with an interpreter. Like Ichiro played in the MLB 20 years. Like everybody knows Ichiro can speak English, but
Right.
he speaks with an interpreter because he doesn't want any type of confusion or mistakes, or and he can say something a little bit different, and then the interpreter can clean it up in English.
Yeah, I mean when you put it like that, it makes sense for sure. But like, can you even trust interpreters anymore? I mean, how do you find your next interpreter, brother?
Oh, he turned my man's notifications off on his bank, bro.
How do you how do you that's way too close for comfort for one. How do you
All day, every day, bro. They're together all day, every day.
turn off bank? I don't I don't even know honestly I'm shocked at the fact that he gets bank notifications because because when you got that amount of money, you just swipe away and you checking a month and I still got 100 million. I'm good. That's how I imagine it goes. I have no idea though. Yeah, but I don't. That's such a big distraction on the season. I feel like just to start the season as well.
They took that early though, and they didn't take a long time in investigating. They got it's over with. It's cooked.
Bro, and this also think about this. He was doing this on a $200 million contract. Imagine what he does with the
Yeah, he
700.
was really finna get busy, right?
Imagine what he does with the 700. Yo, we might catch this nigga on Forbes, bruh. He might be worth 500. He gonna put up. He's gonna have bottle wars with LeBron,
All-time scoring champ.
bruh. He's gonna have bottle wars and live with LeBron. And who is this nigga? He's an interpreter,
Going crazy.
and he got the table next to LeBron at Live on a Sunday,
Yeah,
and while Drake's performing.
yeah.
What kind of interpreter is he? That's
Shohei
fucking
Ohtani
sick.
interpreter.
That's fucking sick, man. Oh my, that is insane. Um, Another thing, NFL draft is coming up.
Yes, sir.
Who would you like to see your team take what position? Um,
At this point, bro, we've lost 3 starting linemen. I would like to see one lineman get drafted. I know we got 2 backups that got a considerable amount of time snaps, or one that got considerable amount of snaps, Daniel Falele, and then another guy Voorhees, who was a center out of USC, and they say he could play guard or center. So, I mean,
mhm.
they speak highly about him, but I would like to see us get another interior line, maybe take a young tackle in the later rounds. But first pick, pick 30
I,
out.
I think Ravens have one of the best scouting departments.
Yeah,
Raven,
we
I
do a
think the
good job.
Ravens, yeah, Ravens, Steelers, Rams are some of the best scouting. The Bengals have a good one as well.
Like
Uh,
rounds 2 through 7, we do real good.
yeah, I think, and there's so much talent that comes out of those rounds. Um, but it's just so hard to tell who's going to be great and who's not, man. You see some promising players, and they just turn out to not be anything. You know, like Reggie Bush should have been Barry Sanders. You
Sure.
know,
Didn't
Tim
mean
T-
that.
Tim Tebow should have been one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. It never happened, but it's just hard to tell. I don't know if we talked about it last episode. Did you see that the NFL is banning the hip drop tackle?
Yeah, I did see that.
What are we doing, bro? What
Uh,
are we doing?
that's tough. I understand the ideology, right? But
Bro, when you sign up for football, you know what you're signing up for,
that is very
right?
true.
You know what you're signing up for. What are we doing, man? Um,
It's a violent game.
you're signing up for violence. You get paid to be
Oh, go ahead.
violent.
No, stop. Pull that bean out. Ooh, the sun coming out in Boston.
It's a little chop, man.
The sun coming out in Boston.
No, sir.
It's still cold up there, baby. It's April.
Ah, man. I want to go back to the NBA really quick. It's a couple of things I forgot to touch on. Uh, a lot of we're all in agreement that this is the Celtics' time. But
It has to be.
we have seen some things that would cause a little bit of some worry. We
Right.
saw them blow a 30-point lead to the Cavs. We saw them blow another 30-point lead to the Hawks, and then turn around and lose to the Hawks again. We understand they have the number one seed throughout the playoffs. Maybe they're not playing as hard. Is there a real concern there though? Like, is this something you should be actually concerned about?
I mean, you never want to go into the playoffs with these type of losses in your recent.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Your short-term memory. Um, you want those to be things that happen before the All-Star break.
Right.
Coming down the home stretch, you're having issues closing games when you've already shown that in your history. I think that is a big concern as well.
Could it be possible they're just going through the motions at this point?
Concerning as well, regardless.
That is concerning if you're just. I
You
mean,
know,
the NBA is such a luxury, though.
it
You
is. Everything is a luxury.
you feel what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you get to go home to your big house. You travel anywhere you want to go. These games don't really matter. My issue is like, I think so. LeBron is the greatest scorer ever, right?
I mean, the book says it. Yeah.
Yeah. Factually, he is. I know there's other opinions, but when you look back on how he got there, he, no matter what the record was, he's playing those last 20 games hard.
That's a fact. You're not going to
A,
debate it.
a lot of these guys now, they have 20 games left. They're taking 10 off. The other 10, they're just going through the motions. You'll never reach those records. That's why I think a lot of players won't reach it. The new NBA, these players take games off. They don't care about even scoring 20 points. It's okay. They don't care. So you probably won't get close to that record for that reason alone. Like, we see these players just like going through the motions at this point. They have there. Look, if you're eliminated from the playoffs and you have 10 games left, your mind is on Jamaica.
Fair enough.
Your mind is on Cancun. You're not even thinking about basketball. And look, obviously, LeBron has never been in that situation because he's practically always in the playoffs, right? So, and he's going to play those last 20 games hard, try to score 30, 40, whatever. But um, I think these players will see it in a couple years like, damn, I should have went harder those last 10, 20 games. I'd probably be up 3, 4 more thousand points after, 15 years, or whatever. So it's interesting to see. Did you see, I think it was a couple weeks ago, Draymond Green got kicked out the game with like 8 seconds in or something ridiculous, bro.
Yeah.
Has he learned anything, man?
I mean, I don't know if that was 100% him. I don't know.
It's
Because
not
of
a.
his reputation. I mean, not even his reputation, but just the relationships that he has with referees. I mean, some of them probably just sick of him, so they just, like he might have. They might have gave him a weak take off the top, and then the second one was kind of warning because he snapped out. And
I don't, it's just not a good look for
it's not.
him.
It's exactly right though. It's not a good look, bro. However, it's
Like, you just got indefinitely suspended. You told us you went to go talk to the lady. You did it. You never went to go see the lady. So I don't think he's learned a damn thing. Adam Silver's not doing a damn thing about it, and he's just going to continue to be who he is. And he's cost his team some games with some of the things that he's done. Let's really get into it, brother. I think it's time we really get into it.
Yeah, that's what I've been waiting on.
Kendrick Lamar, Future, J. Cole, Drake.
It happened.
It looks, it's amazing. I love to see it. I'm a fan of all four.
Yeah.
So
Let's start there. Let's start there.
I have no sides. I love Drake. I went to the Big Steppers concert. Been a Drake. Been a Future. Been a Cole. Cole was my favorite rapper ever over everybody. The shit he did last week, brother. That shit hurt that shit hurt my soul, man.
Because why'd you delete it?
Who first of all,
you didn't hurt nobody, for real.
You didn't hurt nobody. You didn't even say anything. Like, this is part of the game, bro. And it's like, Cole, you've been rapping for the past 4 years. You'll kill any rapper on any beat, any rapper that tries you, you'll bury him, you'll kill him. This is lyrical exercise.
All of that.
That's why we love Cole. You're not scared of nobody. You rap better than everybody, J. Cole. Ain't nobody pen as nice as yours. And then you
bow out gracefully.
That shit hurt, bro. I don't think niggas understand. That shit hurt.
So I'm gonna tell you how this go for me, right? I'm gonna just be honest with you. Out of these 4, Future's my guy. So
completely understandable.
You know what I'm saying?
Completely understandable.
Drake, he cool. He makes good music. I just don't like a lot of the antics. Cole, I'm really a fan. I got them too,
right.
But to see J. Cole do that, I was disappointed.
You know, it rubbed me the wrong way, man.
Because, like you said, I mean, on the songs, it's I'm the best, I'm the greatest, I'm this, I'm that, I'm that. Just show us, bro. Like, this is what we want to see. This is the entertainment part of the business. Like, and it's not personal, and it's not like, oh, I want a wife and none of that. Like, it's not
nothing. It's just fuck the big 3, nigga. It's just big me.
That's what it is.
You can't let nobody say that. First of all, you tried to big up Kendrick.
You started.
You feel me? You tried to big up Kendrick, and he turned around and say, "Fuck the big 3." It's just big me.
But then he came with the Spider-Man meme. That's what really did it, though.
The Spider-Man meme is me looking at Drake.
You know what you mean?
It's just, well, first of all, I don't think the Kendrick diss is as crazy as everybody's making it. Right?
No, it's just let you know, like, I'm not.
Yeah, he said some things. The big 3 is big me, whatever.
We said Metro did all the dissing.
Bruh, I don't think the Kendrick, like, y'all want Drake to drop a duppy freestyle for what Kendrick did, and this is not Drake Pusha T. Pusha T was,
Drake need to say something to Future and Metro.
Bruh.
Metro was popping all of his. He got.
I think Metro's had a problem with Drake.
Every song, bro.
Metro had a problem with Drake for a while. He took his verse off the Trance remix. I don't know if you remember that. Drake had a phenomenal verse. He left it off the album. I don't know what the beef is, but man, Drake and Future gave us so many classics, bro. It's sad to see it come to an end because that was a duo like none other, bro. You know what I'm saying? What a Time to Be Alive was a moment.
It was a moment, like, it was honestly, like, that's one of my least favorite tracks or
albums
artwork from both of them. Like,
yeah, because obviously they make 2 way different styles of music.
It was just great. It was a great moment in my life. Like,
it's just, it was good to see them together. I think they gave us some stuff.
Nostalgic.
Yeah, I really liked the album, but even with the features that they had on the tapes, Grammys, and then where your ass was at on DS2. It's kind of sad to know that we won't get another Drake Future moment. Because Future can go head to head with anyone at this point, right? He's that high up there.
What he did on that, like that, on the end of that, like, I want to know why would Metro do that?
Right?
Well, I get it. The song was 4 minutes and 37 seconds at that point, but he was gonna float for another minute, bro.
And that's the thing though, bro. I don't like the diss on the Future album because it takes away from the album. We're not talking about none of the greatness that's really on there, right? You drop that as a single, have that.
Yeah.
Leave the album alone. We want to talk about the album, brother, because it's nothing but heat on there.
But Metro is dissing all on the album, bro. That's the thing. So like that single had to be there because Metro was dissing the whole album, bro.
That's fine, but like it just really takes away. Like nobody's talking about what Travis Scott did on Cinderella.
That's
you know, nobody's talking about Fried She a Vibe.
I knew you like that. Hey, wait.
Why?
Stop. The first time I heard Young Fried She a Vibe, I said, wow, this is gonna be Jay's ringtone.
Why are we not talking about Playboy Cardi on type shit? Why? These are moments that we are not talking about, bro.
What the fuck you mean? Oh my god.
But it's like this, we're not having none of this discourse because everybody.
Everyday hustle. When that beat switch right after Ross verse, oh my god.
Bruh, why? Okay. I understand if Metro got a problem with Drake or Future got an issue with Drake. Why are you gathering everybody else though to diss him with you?
The Avengers.
Yes, and why are y'all scared to diss him by yourselves? I don't like the teaming up and disses, bro. Metro, if you're gonna diss Drake, diss him. Don't grab Weeknd, Ross, Kendrick, and ASAP to help diss Drake.
Everybody that got smoked.
Everybody that got smoked with Drake, y'all want to combine on one artist album and diss one person?
Yeah.
Drake looks like the boogeyman, brother. Nobody wants to drop a diss by herself. ASAP, you've been hiding for 5 years and you come out of hiding to diss Drake? But to ASAP's defense, this nigga has been talking out of his damn mouth about Rihanna and ASAP. He's been talking insane.
Crazy. But the thing is, right? And that's the thing. I think the point is, Drake has been so flagrant. Like,
yeah.
It's to the point where everybody's like, nah, let me like, oh, I heard. It was probably people like Rocky probably called Metro like, yo, I heard you got this.
You think Rocky called Metro or Metro called Rocky?
I think Rocky called Metro like, yo, I heard you got this tape where everybody getting their ish off. Let me get on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's kind of how this went. I think it started with the single, with the Kendrick single. And then I think
where's the Rick Ross smoke coming from?
It's there. You can only imagine, bro. Like the things that Drake has been accused of doing to all these different people, and how, you know what I'm saying? Like it seems.
I'm not gonna say Drake is the victim because he has too many accusations against him. Too many niggas are beefing with you to be a victim. Like if everybody got an issue with you, you might be the issue, brother.
But see, what really kind of did it for me was when he got on stage and was like, you know, I've done some things that I'm not proud of. Like that's really like, because like you've been wilding. You've been wilding. And I think that's kind of the point where everybody's at with it. And I do think Metro made those initial calls, but I think a couple people was like, nah, they played it for him, heard it. It was like, oh, his man's heard it. It was like, nah, let me get on that.
So what does Drake have to do as far as responses go? And
I don't know. He's overwhelmed right now because they just dropped another one on his head today.
But I mean, Drake is Drake, right? He's always going to be the most covered, the most talked about.
The track list, bro.
Which one?
The one that just dropped today.
I didn't even listen to it yet.
Song number 15. Beat It.
Hey, there's a Feel No Way sample on there, bro.
Yes, bro. But the thing was, that was Future's song off the top. Apparently, that's what the story is. It was his song off the top.
Hey, man,
it was a throwaway.
I really think highly of Mr. Jermaine Cole, But the way that Future used him like a pawn on a
that
chessboard,
was
brother,
crazy.
there's no way that J. Cole is the one being used as a J. Cole, you've been in this game too long.
You're too smart. You're supposed to be too smart for this, bro.
You're way too smart to let niggas put a battery in your back and just use you.
How old you think that feature is, bro?
That J. Cole verse?
Yeah.
It's probably 2 years old. It's probably 2 years old.
Been loaded.
Bruh, you can't. You named y'all the big three.
They went back and redid the verse.
Dog, you look crazy now, J. Cole. You look crazy as shit. You look fucking crazy. Nigga, he's got the worst end of this out of everybody.
What did he say? He went back and redid his verse.
Bruh.
He said, we got some more things to say. He said, watch this.
So you name y'all the big three. Kendrick responds and says, fuck the big three, it's big me. You go back, respond to Kendrick. You had some trash albums. You apologize. Automatically, you're on Drake's side. The following week, Future drops a feature verse. J. Cole, bro, you have to say. And oh my God, Simba just dropped a verse dissing J. Cole. Dog, they got regular. I'm not gonna say regular. Simba's a very good rapper, but they got niggas that are not on J. Cole's level dissing J. Cole.
On that level.
Like niggas are. I think they lost respect for J. Cole.
Yeah, it feels like it, doesn't it?
Nobody's scared of J. Cole now.
Sheesh.
And did you see what he said? The reason he did that? I don't want to look 10, 20 years down the line and be like, I never kicked it with him. Nigga, you can kick it with them in 10 to 20 years. Fucking rap right now.
Time to rap right now, bro.
Rap right now. We're not talking about being friends in 10, 20 years, bro. This is not a friendly sport. 50 still dissing Ja Rule.
To this day.
Big and Pac had real smoke. Like, it's just, man, the way J. Cole went out was so bad. I don't know if Drake has to respond in a certain manner. Kendrick takes however many years to do whatever. And so, but I think Drake, somebody mentioned it.
Something to somebody.
You do, but I think somebody mentioned it like, oh, Drake is doing niggas a favor by mentioning them. If Drake nobody's talking about A$AP Rocky right now, bro. Why do you need a diss?
He's a billionaire, bro. Every time they go somewhere, they talk about him.
Yeah, but nobody in the music is talking about A$AP right now.
That's facts.
Nobody. I don't think a lot of people are waiting on an A$AP drop. I might be wrong, but like, what does Drake gain from dissing A$AP Rocky? Nothing. You feel me? The Weeknd, him and The Weeknd got real.
Hey,
there's some real smoke there.
That's smoke.
There's real smoke there.
Cause he keep jumping on this. He said, "No, I want to be on this one too."
Nigga jumped on the second album too.
Oh,
after jumping
tracks, I do believe.
No, yeah, he really feels some type of way, and it's like they showed a video the other day. I guess like 10 years ago, Weeknd is like without Drake, there'd be no Weeknd, OVOXO, and it's like, damn, that shit don't mean nothing. You feel what I'm saying? It's like Drake has such great collaborations with all of these guys. Him and Rick Ross gave us some shit, and it's like now
You're right about that. That was the one I think hurt to see me the most though.
The
they
Ross
really had like,
oh man,
great moments.
Lord knows, what did the shit they just dropped? The gold, what is it called? I don't know. They got so much good music together.
Yeah.
Diced Pineapples.
Yeah,
Paris Morton music. Oh my God. It's just like I really want to know.
Collab tape I really always hope to see. I'm not gonna lie.
100%. But I really want to know what Drake did. Like nobody's addressing what Drake did.
Yeah,
I understand. Yeah, I understand there's beef. Why? What happened? Ross, what happened?
Yeah.
I know I don't know what the weekend, but it's obviously been brewing for 10 years.
I'd imagine
That
because he never. Well, yeah.
well,
Yeah,
I mean,
he had
yeah,
a
and
situation for the pop, like you know what I'm saying?
yeah, and obviously the weekend didn't sign with OVO, or whatever, which was a great move by him because he's one of the biggest stars in the world right now. Would have been hard to do that underneath Drake. And it's just like nobody's saying, and Future, please tell us what happened, brother. And what were they saying? They're saying, what would Pluto do as a diss song now?
But there's also like middle of the ocean. There was bars in there, and there was the one more M's. I think like it's lines.
Yeah, it's a lot. Like, um,
Yeah,
but
he had to get that off. He had to get that off.
Drake, his bars age very well.
Yeah,
Like he says things in songs. 5 years later, they start happening. He in Churchill Downs, he said, um, "People that don't fuck with me are teaming up with people that don't fuck with me to fuck with me. This shit is getting ugly."
yeah,
That's exactly what's happening right now.
exactly what's happening.
And it's like, but it's like, oh man,
But
he's made
why is everybody after you?
right, and why everybody at the same time? This is a compilation album of Drake disses, brother. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
Two
and
pack.
it's
It's a two
y'all
pack.
should, yeah, y'all should have. I feel like y'all should have just made a separate album just to diss Drake on, because Future got some smacks on there, but nobody want to talk about him because we just want to talk about dissing Drake. Back to J. Cole, sorry ass.
Is his record over?
Is his legacy kind of tarnished? Do we look at him differently? Can he come back? Like, we still have the same respect for him?
I mean, this is a tough day. I'm not gonna lie, but only time will tell, man. He's a great artist that's going to continue to make great music. So
But at this point,
this is this is going to
at
be.
this point, what can you rap about? What can you say that we're gonna believe, J. Cole?
It's tough to come back from at this point.
You can't scream you're the best rapper no more.
You didn't want to prove it.
You can't tell us, how rappers won't go at you.
Seen that already.
You're married with kids. You can't talk. Well, he still talks about hoes, but not to a certain degree. Like you're not really in a club popping. Like you're not going through heart. Drake gives us that heartbreak stuff. Like every young man, he got his heart broken or his girl won't text him back. Drake has those. Cole has to go a whole different route now. He has to make a different brand of music, brother.
That's I don't know what he's gonna do, bro.
He has to.
It's something gonna hit though.
I don't know. I'm just I'm extremely disappointed in how he just fucking laid down and did whatever, bro. Kendrick, like I said, I think the Kendrick diss is a little overrated. All he said was I'm the best. He didn't. Well, J. Cole, but Jake, first of all, Jake, did you hear the J. Cole diss to Kendrick?
No, I didn't get to it for it.
He said basically he said To Pimp a Butterfly was trash. His third album was overhyped. His first one was a classic. That's not that bad. Also, but I don't think he's that. To Pimp a Butterfly is kind of trash. Um, but I like I said, I'm a Kendrick fan, and it's like this is what we want to see from the sport, whatever. But it's like where does it go from? I don't think Kendrick drops anything else. This doesn't. I don't know if this goes that far,
I don't see it going that far either.
but it's like, man, I don't know, man. I think the album was good. Like, I wish we could just focus on Future making great music instead of.
That's the thing. That's the big takeaway. That's the synopsis of what happened.
Yeah, let's focus on this music that the young ladies are gonna shake their ass to in the club. Instead of like, but also that it's a club banger.
Oh, I was getting ready to tell you that.
Hey,
Outside, but hey, it's a banger.
it's a banger for sure. So that beat Metro. Hey, Metro is one of the greatest to do it, man. My goodness,
This was like This is probably one of the best performances from a producer we've seen.
Easily, man, and I think him and Future just exist together so perfectly. The way Future, is able to get that beat, and it was nice seeing Drake on the Metro beats for a time.
But this is
But
what you could do.
this, the Future and Metro are made for each other. Yeah, but I think as the weather gets better, some of those Future slappers start coming about. We start talking more about those Cinderellas, those I'm fried. She a vibe.
No, I know that.
Hey man.
So let's talk because you dodged it last time. Let's really talk about the first time you heard that song. What did you feel? I knew that took you somewhere.
Made this face.
What did he say? Yeah, I'm fried. Yeah,
I'm fried.
Yeah,
She a vibe.
tell him, Jay, you
I'm
fried.
fried. Hey, I can relate.
It's shorty, she's a vibe.
Whoa. When you're influenced by outside things, you're like, wow, she's a vibe.
Yeah, I'm fried.
Future is so relatable, man. Like he just tells you, he's going through it too. Like he just puts it he puts it into words over a tremendous beat. So great. Nobody does it like him. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you can get that club banger as well. He has Metro producing for him, bro. And it's like, I'm sure I will find that first album was great to me. I don't know how you feel about it.
My brother.
That's exactly what I wanted.
Even the bonus track, where my twin at?
That's exactly what I wanted. This is Future. I don't think he's ever let us down. He doesn't have a bad project that's just him. So he gave us exactly what we wanted to hear. I wonder who his next, like Drake and him were like probably each other's best collaborators. Maybe not Future to Drake, but definitely Drake to Future. I would say probably his best collab. I don't know if you would agree, but one of his best collaborators. But like
you said, definitely.
I think
you would say Future to Drake, but Drake to Future.
I think Drake is Future's best collaborator. Like featuring Drake, but not featuring Future for Drake. Like because Drake has like Ross, I think as well. He has Future. He has Wayne. You know what I'm saying?
See, I feel you, but see, because of like where I really started, I would say Scooter really his best collaborator.
He don't collab with Scooter no more though.
Bro. They just dropped something. They dropped something maybe a couple months ago. That was fire. So it was the same.
He don't collab with Scooter no more, unfortunately.
But yeah, bro, that's
like who is Future's next guy that he just because it's not Thugger no more either, right?
Yeah, it's not looking good for him.
It's not. Oh, have you seen that case, bro? Them trials. That shit is South Park, bro.
It's not good.
Dude, hey, I think the DA asked one of the witnesses, she said, can you stand up and point to something? He said, what if I don't want to? Like that's just they got free Thugger. We not even talking about that. Free Thugger, that trial is I can't wait. Yeah, I can't wait till they make a show out of that trial on some Netflix documentary. It's gonna be phenomenal. But now I think I don't know who Future doesn't really even need a collaborator.
He need to do his next collabs with him and Brent. They need to be their next collab.
Who?
Brent Faiyaz.
Oh, that's a lot of toxicity for one song, brother.
Hey, they already got the one. It's on. Maybe I'm tripping.
Nah, but you know who is sneaky one of Future's best features?
Who?
The Weeknd. Him and Weeknd make classics.
That's great music. I mean, that's the same level of toxicity though.
Weeknd's a bad guy. He's a very bad guy. Yo, if you listen, hey, the shit just sound amazing. But if you sit there and listen to some of those lyrics, brother, that's not a lot of good things being said right there, man. A lot
of good things being said in there at all.
So,
at all, brother. It's not good.
I think I don't know. I don't know if Drake even ever responds. To be honest,
Like at
uh,
this point, it was just too much. So, and then the thing was like, I think
how do you how do you respond to 6 people at once?
and then a 2-pack. But see, the thing was like they made it clear that there was a second album looming. So it was like, yeah, you can say something now, but April 12th there is another album. So do you say something after this first album, these 2.5, 3 weeks in between here, and then get another album dropped on your head? And then they can go back, scratch some stuff, pull something, drop something, put something else in there, like to really gas you off. Like it's a lot. Like, so do you wait now that there's what 30-something songs out on your head from 8 different
I
artists?
think I think Drake's a petty guy. He probably waits till right before the summer starts, right before we go outside, drops a heater, a club banger that gets played everywhere. I don't but the disses aren't like when he typically gets dissed, they go straight at him. Meek Mill said you have a ghostwriter. Pusha T said your fro wouldn't nap enough.
I was really hoping Pusha T was on his second album, bro.
Oh man, a Pusha feature might have set him over the edge. It might have really that would have really did it. I also don't like what Future is doing though, bro. Like if you feel away, you don't have to go grab others, bro. Like if you feel away, don't team up with the enemy of your enemy just because y'all have a common enemy, bro. Don't like that. What are you doing, Future? What are you doing with ASAP, bro? When did y'all start making music together?
He said, "Nah, that's my man. You know, I like everything
Nah,
he
that's
do.
your man's.
I like everything he do."
Future, I haven't heard you and Ross in years. I don't like
We
what
had to
is
bring that back. We had to bring that back.
Future and Ross since when?
It was only a matter of time.
And then you grab Kendrick?
Yeah. Because I seen he was pissed already.
Yo, where does Travis Scott lie in this battle?
He called in too. Because he was the one, remember, like, there was the clip at his concert where it was him and Metro, right? And he told Metro, he said, play that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They were saying Travis didn't know the Kendrick verse was on there though.
Regardless, he knew something was cooking.
Yeah.
There's no way he said, nah.
He might hey, Travis might mess around and catch a straight. He might have to.
He's the one that I think that's really gonna get clipped.
He's trying to play both sides. So you can't do that.
He gonna get clipped.
He has to though. Like you can't
let him play both sides like that.
That's what I'm saying. But like all the disses about Drake are not
He
disses.
always felt like I ain't never like that.
Yeah. I feel like the ASAP Rocky dissing him is way past due. He said he's had better pussy than Rihanna. That's crazy to say.
Crazy to say.
And he made a whole song about how he cheated on her in Vegas. Come on, man. Drake needed his ass whooping for that one.
I wouldn't be surprised if he never even fucked that bitch. Like that's the type of nigga he is.
Who?
Like I don't know. Like I guess they say they dated or whatever, but like I don't know. You know what I'm saying? All that shit is great, but like
they did, but he knows she the one that got away.
That's what I'm saying. But I feel like that shit just I don't know.
Yeah, but that ASAP Rocky diss was due. But like I want y'all if y'all feel the way about Drake, go right at him. Don't say it's just Big Me. Don't say you're just the best rapper. Say tell
he was at the Avengers and let it be known. Like, look.
Yeah, tell us Drake sucks or you caught Drake doing something they wasn't supposed to be doing. Spill the tea. You know what I'm saying? Don't give us one bar. Where's y'all's what was that? Where's y'all's story about it on? Give us that. Somebody give us that. Niggas don't want smoke for real, man. It's a lot of fake. It's
not playing, bro.
It's just a lot of fake shots going around. It's nothing solid. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like what is the bar that's really addressing the Drake diss? I didn't find it. Like there's a couple subliminals. Yeah. Where's the straight up? you suck.
But I think that's the type of music he make too, though.
Who, Drake?
Yeah.
With a lot of subliminals.
Yeah.
100%. He's been a subliminal guy.
I don't think there's many guys that's really going in guys' heads like that. I don't really think that's what rappers is doing.
But I think niggas know that Drake is
the right one, and then they on top of your head for real.
I think niggas know that Drake is like will really diss you back, and you know what I'm saying. Like he's not one of those that's gonna throw rocks and hide his hand like J. Cole. Hey, I gotta stop. I never in a million years thought I would be dissing J. Cole.
I know it hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It hurts to talk about. It definitely hurts to talk about. I don't know what you got planned. Go play some new Future this weekend. Focus on the Future songs. There's a lot of great stuff on there.
Great stuff
that's not about Drake.
But notice on the second album, track 15, Beat It. I read that track list off. I start crying.
What did Drake say? I'm one away from Michael, nigga. Beat it. Yeah, beat it. Yeah. It's so petty, man. It's so many. That's
a direct shot. I don't care.
Beat it?
Yeah. That's direct. That's a triple entendre, bro. Like,
I mean, I would like to see them go at it. I think Future's a great rapper. I've never seen Future in a real beef either. And I want to see him go at it. That was on some contractual. That was contractual beef. I want you to diss just off of pure hatred and talent, just because you don't like somebody, not because no money's involved.
Right.
I want to see that. Also, where did Chris Brown and Quavo? What the hell is happening? Why are y'all beefing? Like there's
details on that, bro. But that is
Chris.
I was like, hey, what happened?
Chris Brown dissed Quavo. And you know Quavo dated Karrueche for a second.
Yeah.
Yo, Quavo got in the booth immediately. and sent shots right back.
We say that's real rap.
Yeah, that's what we're looking for. But you know, other people are saying that's. Somebody said let's wrap this beef up. We got another beef to get to, bro. It's like, damn, you can't win for losing, bro. You respond, nobody want to hear the beef. You don't, you scared. So it's like, you better off just going on and live your life, brother.
Hey man, that's what it be. Live your life.
Yes, sir. So we got the NBA coming up. I'm at the game tonight. I'm sure we'll have a lot more to talk about next week. I don't know if you wanted to touch on this topic. Before we go, I just wanted your opinion. It has to be talked about. It can't go without saying. Mr. Sean Combs. I just had to get your opinion on it before we got up out of here, man.
Oof. No Diddy.
Hey, replacing No Homo with No Diddy is the worst reputation you could have.
Right. That's your memory now. You know Diddy.
No Diddy. And it's like
that's gonna run, bro. That's finna run.
No, it's hilarious. DJ Burns said it. Didn't he say it in the press conference? I think, man, it's just sad to see what he was doing with his money, and you know, he always tried to have this positive outlook on himself, and you know, positive mindset with others. And nah, nigga, you are Epstein nasty, nigga. Like
nasty.
You young like sex workers, bro. I don't know.
They knew what they were doing, bro. I mean,
and it's just like, man, it's a bad look all over. Like every it's almost like every person you look at the top is doing something ridiculous.
Ridiculous, bro.
P Diddy, bro. Everybody love P Diddy.
Well, Cat Williams tell you, hey, because P Diddy's gonna want a party.
You gotta tell him no.
You got to tell him no.
You gotta tell him no. And he told us right there. Hey, hey, for real, bro. Nah, man, we got to go on that one. That was insane, brother. That was fucking insane. Oh man. Hey, I think I know it's early. I think he wins the Nasty Man of the Year award already in April. I don't think there's any competition this year for that. He's disgusting. And he's a piece of shit. And he's already won. So,
nah, you'll definitely surpass me.
who?
Yeah.
You said what?
I said you'll definitely. Never mind, bro. Don't worry about it.
I didn't even catch that. But yeah, he definitely won that award. That's it for today, though, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. If you got some things y'all want us to talk about more, comment, like, subscribe. And we look forward to the next episode. Gonna have a lot more for y'all.